Hi everyone, thanks for watching this video with me today. It's about how we gave toxic people in our life the power, how we made them powerful in our relationship. I think it's really important to understand this concept that maybe all of you have done so that we don't do this again. So that our relationships have some equality, reciprocation in them. So that we get what we need and want and feel good. Yeah? How you made the narcissist borderline powerful in your relationship. And because I am talking about people with borderline, I have to say not all borderlines do any of these things. Okay? So if you have borderline and you're watching, you don't need to tell me that I don't know what I'm talking about because you don't do it. Get it? I get it. Okay. We, the victims in these relationships of abuse, neglect, we feed their ego. We validate their sense of entitlement. And we inflate their grandiosity. We feed these things, don't we? We talk about people with borderline and narcissists, how they love bomb us, idolize, but we idealize too, didn't we? I think possibly almost everybody to some degree does. We get really excited when we meet someone we really like. We're attracted to them, they're nice, we have a great time, we hit it off, and we think they're just great. We go tell somebody how amazing this person is that we just met, that we don't know at all. And what we're telling somebody is our idealized version of the perfect girlfriend, the perfect boyfriend, the perfect mate, husband, wife, someday. We did this, just like they did it to us. Maybe not the same degree. But that's where it starts. And we may pay for dates. That is just, I'm telling you, right now, that, and feel free to give your opinion, people down below, men and women, who should be paying for dates when we meet. I'm not talking about down the road in a relationship, you guys have something figured out, sorted out, one works, the other does whatever, something else in the house, take care of children and stuff like that, we're married. I'm talking about when we first meet. Why would we pay for all the dates? Men. And men, when you meet a new friend, a guy friend, do you pay for all the dates? Why not? I mean, when you guys go out, not dating, but when you as a man meet another man friend, do you just pay for it all every time you guys hang out the first 10 times? No, I bet you don't. Why not? Why not? If you do pay when you go out on dates all the time. Doing this makes it uneven, imbalanced, not equal. We start right off the bat like that. Fact, almost 100%, it's 97, 98, almost 100% of exploitative relationships where you're being emotionally exploited, there's financial exploitation pretty much all the time. And it always starts first. And this is how, right? Paying for dates, paying for what we do, paying to go out. I drive, I decide, I take you there, I pay for it, I tip, I go buy some ice cream, and I give you a nice gift, and we go home. Why? And I'm not talking about your real reasons. Like, I know, I hear them all. Well, she didn't have a job. Yeah, she didn't have a job, but she's on Tinder trying to go out on dates. And shows up at them broke. Nice. Nice. I would like to hear from men and women about this. Women, did you ever let men pay for all the dates? And how did that turn out? And what's your opinion now? Is it okay for men to pay for every date to take you out when they just met you? Is that feel okay to you? Do you want someone to pay for everything you do together and you don't pay, and now don't, unless you have massive entitlement, don't you feel like you kind of owe them? That you should be paying or doing something in return, which is maybe what some men want you to feel? Men, how many times have you paid for all the dates, and how did that turn out? And what's your opinion now? Because I'm telling you, I think it's the right thing to do, and it's healthy to take turns, to share, not someone pay for all of it. No way. No way. You don't have a job, you can't afford it, give me a call when you can. I mean, that's my self-worth. Where is yours? I'd like to know. You guys tell me about your experiences. Taking care of. I hear this a lot. I hear the victim, if you will, say that I just wanted to take care of them. And they'll tell me that the borderline narcissist says, you need to take care of me. You're not taking care of me well enough. Okay. We don't take care of adults. Okay? I understand a family member that gets dementia and old age and you don't want to throw them in a hospital or have nurses come and you help take care of them. I get that. Is that the 25-year-old that you met that you're going on dates with? They can't take care of themselves? Can they feed themselves? I mean, if they can't, why would you go out with them? What does that say about you that wants to take care of somebody? The only time we put people in front of us before us is our children. You, when you were a child, and I'm sorry this didn't happen for you guys, but mom and dad are A-okay. Mom and dad don't have any problems. No, I'm not sick. No, I'm not upset. No, I'm not crying. No, we're not fighting. Everything's fine. Don't worry about us. The house is fine. Jobs. We have jobs. We have money. Everything's fine. So don't get distracted from you. Mom and dad put all their attention onto you, and so that you do too. Okay? And we meet the child's needs unconditionally all the time. And that's what we teach them, to take care of themselves, to put themselves first. Okay? We don't do this for adults. And when your children grow up, there's a part of a lot of that stops of doing that, putting them first all the time. And no, now mom and dad can have some problems and show it in front of the children, you know? It's like, hey, the truth is mom's not well, I'm sick, you know? Dad's got an addiction. Dad might lose his job. That's okay when we're adults. Now that we take care of ourselves, we don't need anyone to take care of us. And we don't take care of adults. You can't take care of adults in your relationship and you just take care of them and they don't do anything. You are saying, I'm not equal, I'm not worthy. You have all the power. You're in control here. Not equal without reciprocation. Without reciprocation, you're not equal. And I believe we are all equal. We're all different, but we're all equal. You could be hurt. Say they hurt you. And you don't speak up because you don't want to upset them. Because they call you names. They might run out of the house. I mean, that's, geez. What if they know that they hurt you and you don't say anything? Power. I have the power and control. Not holding them accountable for things they know they've done wrong. They called you a ton of bad names, threatened you or hit you or damaged some property and ran out of the house, come back next day, nothing happened, and both of you act like nothing happened. Or you're really upset and you try to say something to them and they just throw you away. They say, whatever, that's stupid, and you just go along with it. Not holding them to their word. Something they tell you they'll do. I'll meet you tomorrow at 2 p.m. Oh, well, I can't at 2:30. And there's no show. Well, I couldn't. I was busy. You need to tell me. You need to stick to your words. Or you promised you would never do this again. Remember? Remember you apologized and said, I'll never do it again? And here you are the very next day doing it again? No more. We don't do this. They have all the power. We give it all up to them. All of it. Or adhering to all their terms, as ridiculous as they are. It triggers me when you bring that up. And all you did is bring up how stressed you are, how traumatized you are, about them cheating, about them lying, about it. No, you can't bring that up. That triggers me because of my past. No, you can't ask about sex because I have a past and it has to do with being molested. So therefore, you can never talk about sex. You never bring it up. Nope, never, 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 never. Okay. Nice term. Except when they want it. Then it's okay. Yeah. I mean, we all have terms in relationships, and we should. And we bring it up to our partners right away, and the partner agrees, and we move on and accept our terms. But their terms kind of sometimes are even unspoken. They'll just punish you for this and moving this way and punish you for moving that way. You start to learn their terms, or they freak out, right? But their terms are ridiculous. Their terms require you to lose who you are, a sense of who you are, to not value your own self-respect, to lose your autonomy, which is an emotional need you must have in a relationship, just to totally lose that. Relationships require some sacrifice, some compromise, don't they? Can you guys tell me some of the things that you sacrificed, that you compromised in your relationships? Commitment takes up space and time. That means we can only have so many commitments in our life, right? Until finally our day and night is booked. I'm booked every day. I have no room to bring anyone else into my life. But I like you. I like you a lot. I care about you. I want to commit to you. I'm going to stop doing softball practice in the evening so I can spend time together with you. I mean, be really careful when you're doing that. Think about it, right? But if I have a full schedule and I want you in my life, I'm going to have to drop something. I'm going to have to drop a commitment or two to be committed to you. If somebody's not doing that and doesn't have time for you, they're not committed to you. They've got all the power because you committed and you dropped things and you sacrificed and you compromised maybe even who you are. Complete and utter control. Maybe you had to sacrifice your own personal time to go tend to their problems, to go take them to get help, to go find it and take them, pay for it on your only day off, where you were really looking forward to watching a ball game with a buddy. Now you can't. And guess what happens the next day off? Something else, and the next one, something else, and the next one, something else. What are some examples you guys have? Can you share, please? What did you compromise? What did you sacrifice in your relationships? How much did we? We sacrifice and compromise, and we give, and we're caring in hopes for a little bit of it coming back our way, right? Reciprocity, equality. But when they don't do that, because they don't, right? When they don't, they have all the power. All the power. And this, they know. They're waiting for this moment when they got you hooked, when they got you attached, and you've broken down yourself and given up your friends and your family and your softball practice, and you stop going to school. Yeah. Now you're really hoping that they give you something back, and they don't. They can't. They're incapable. This is when the triangulation starts. This is when the threats start. Weaponizing this to completely control you. And this is the real damage, isn't it? When they're never done with you, even when they throw you away, they put you on a shelf, and they could be gone for days, weeks, months, and they come back, right? And you might start feeling a little better. And they just hurt you again, exploit you, and use you for all these things that you're so willing to sacrifice and give them. I've heard some disgusting stories. I don't share them on here, but they're bad. And all these relationships get worse, always. So, however bad your relationship was, it would get worse over time. If we all lived to be 250 years old, we would hear that many nasty, horrible stories. There'd be that many more deaths related to this, because they always get worse. We have to get a sense of who we are back after these relationships. Please do that. Please don't date for a little while again. Take some time off. Heal, recover, learn, grow. Totally know who you are. Learn from your mistakes so we don't do this again, guys. I hope this video helps. Let me know, please. If it did, thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you. Love yourself first, guys. Bye.